Peyton, we're here in your dressing room on Bunk'd. It's so cute.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for coming and hanging here. No one ever does except myself really for naps, so it's nice having people in here. Welcome to my dressing room. Here I have a couple scripts from Bunk'd. Here are a couple dresses that I have for upcoming events and a couple options. I'm not sure which one I'm going to wear yet. I guess you guys will see. And here's my couch. I love a lot of pillows and furry blankets and a couple Polaroids around the room. I always love so many pillows at home. I have about 20 pillows on my bed. Try to make it as cozy and like comfortable and inviting as possible. And my little bunny alarm clock that I never use. And there's a telephone over there. I got it at a a vintage thrift store in New Orleans, which I love finding old things there. And then here's where I always take my naps.
When Bunk'd started, your character was having a really hard time with transitioning from the city life into the camp life. How was that for you personally?
I feel like it was a little bit of a transition for myself as well. I mean, because we were so used to the penthouse set, and then now we have this new summer camp and all new wardrobe, and my character has changed so much, but in a good way. I think she's been humbled and she's learning how to take care of herself and not rely on her nanny, on Jessie. So it's been a nice transition, and I like getting to play this like new side of Emma. I love her sense of humor, and I love getting to play this person who is kind of like uptight and someone that is so different from me. I used to think she was so similar to me, but she's really not. I mean, it's just become this other side of me, and I also love how like oblivious she is sometimes and how like self-absorbed she can be. I find it kind of hilarious, but it's like fun to play someone that's not like me.
Do you personally like the outdoors and camping yourself, or are you more of a city girl?
Camping, like ever, no. And I've always wanted to go. I love outdoors though. I love going hiking and swimming, and I'm always down. Like I try running a lot and playing sports with my brothers. So I love dressing up, but I also love like sports or being outside.
On Jessie, Debbie was kind of like the older sister, but now it seems like you might be the older sister. Does it feel like that on set, that you're kind of like the one everyone looks up to?
It's kind of weird because I didn't feel that way at first. I'm like, oh, okay. Like I still felt like the one of the Ross kids, but now I'm seeing, oh my gosh, like now I'm out of high school, and I see like the problems younger kids are dealing with, and they'll come to me for advice, like Nina or Nathan, whoever it is, and I'm like, wow, it's so weird. Like I'm that older sibling now, or I'll be like, I remember when I was that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I hear myself.
Isn't it so weird?
It's really weird.
You like get so annoyed when you're a kid and people are like, oh, you're so grown up, and it's like then you start saying that to people.
I know, and I'm so used to being like, oh, just enjoy, like people would say to me, just enjoy being a kid, and I'm like, just enjoy those years. I'm like, oh gosh.
Monstober is coming up on Disney Channel, and there's a special episode that we're gonna see your costume in a minute. What can you tell us about that?
This episode was particularly scary, but there's like blood because my character, they like staged this prank on the camp owner Gladys, and so my character gets pitchforked, and I had to be up in a harness, and there was blood everywhere. It was like really intense for Disney. I don't even remember a time where we actually show blood on the channel, so it actually should be pretty crazy.
You have two big movies coming out in October. Yeah. One is The Swap and one is The Thinning. Tell us about your experience on The Swap.
Such different movies, by the way. One's like a dystopian thriller and the other one's a decom. But The Swap is so fun. It's basically my character, Ellie, and then Jacob Bertrand, who plays the character Jack. They're both in the nurse's office, and they're both complaining about, I'm complaining about being a girl, and he's complaining about being a boy, and then we end up switching bodies. And so my character is a rhythmic gymnast, and his character is an amazing hockey player. And so we end up having to continue each other's lives as that and play those sports and kind of figure out each other's problems while in each other's bodies.
And what was one of your favorite scenes to shoot?
My character Ellie has to deal with some mean girls in the film, and when Jack is in Ellie's body, we're at this party, and the girl, he just had enough. Like, he's finally seen what Ellie has had to go through, and he finally like stands up for her at the party and like just gives it to him. And that was one of my favorite scenes to do. Like, it felt good to like get back, even though like the girls in real life are so nice, but it was like fun getting to stand up for herself. When I was in middle school, I had mean girls that I dealt with, and I was always too afraid to like say anything back or stand up for myself. So I feel like it's nice for people to be like, all right, I gotta do that, and I gotta just like defend myself.
And now the thinning, like you said, is completely different. It's more of an action movie.
Yeah.
What's one of your favorite memories from that?
The day after I finished Bunk'd, I was like immediately going to the thinning, and so it was just so different and such a cool character to play. And my character Lena is so independent and so fierce and so strong, and that was so cool to play. And then also the amount of stunts and fighting and action, and it was all very intense, and we moved super quickly. We filmed it in such a short amount of time, so it was just really fun film to work on.
And what's crazy about the thinning is all these funny people being serious characters.
That was what was so weird to me. Is yeah, we all do usually work in comedy, or even Logan and myself. And Caleb. Yeah, it was so different for all of us, but everyone did such a good job. I was so impressed. The swap is October 7th, and the thinning is October 12th, and I hope you guys like it.
So much going on in October for you.
I know, which is like amazing, but at the same time, I wish it was spaced out a little bit more just because they are so different, but I'm excited.
It's the month of Peyton.
Hey!